to the left of the Point Split Lighthouse, just another rock where you can see it's rock is split. It's its name. When the light shines at night, the red light, the light can be seen for over 25 kilometers. Stop. We have about 5 minutes. Stop here 5 minutes, take some photos for the coastline heading up to the east. I'll mention a lot about the homes, different styles. Look at this, have a look at the homes along in the hill. Different variety, great panoramic views looking over the water. But look at this house called Pinnacle House. And it's built on a stilt just to our right. Can you see that? Front. But look at the house next to it, the shape of a caravan just to our right. Very unusual style of homes. Since we're driving along the Great Ocean Road, I should tell you a bit about the and follow the book through the idea of building this road of splendour. And as money came through, as they had to look for the funding for the road, as Calder worked for the Country Road Board authorities, he had to go around finding people who were able to put up the money to construct this road. In 1918, Howard Hitchcock released the funding and construction started on the road. August of that year, 1918. The first section between Lorne and Cape Patten was constructed. And the road had to be split up into sections. First, like I said, first part being Lorne to Cape Patten, the second being Cape Patten to Anglesey. I think we're travelling along now. It was commenced in 1919. Now at the peak there was 3,000 servicemen working on this road. And then later on a further 2,000 civilians were brought in as there was a big recession which hit Australia and they had to find employment. So at the peak there was 5,000 people working on this road. But between 1922, Anglesey on Lorne were passable with difficulty. And in 1932 the road had been finished after 14 years of construction. Now I'm just going to stop here, photo stop for those who want to put a picture in front of their album. For the beginning of the Great Ocean Road, this archway was built in memory and was it's a good opportunity to take a photo of those who would like to have photos for the beginning of the Great Ocean Road. surfing takes place. What else do you think we'll get in the ocean? Whales. Sharks too. I'm going to just dwell on the... We do get the great southern whale here, which comes to visit our waters. And we do get many variety of whales, which come down the east coast, down to our warm waters where they give birth to their young, and then head back north, or south wherever, to feed on the krill in the Antarctic. But around the September months we have our whale watchers who come around this region. I'm not saying maybe not, you may even get to see some dolphins today, but I don't think we'll get to see a whale today. Excuse me, I may stop talking while we make some of these bends. They do get windy. Now we do get the great southern whale who comes to this area, to our waters. And who you see it occasionally, because it does surface for 5 to 10 minutes and then it will dive into the water where it will submerge itself for 10 or 20 minutes. When should they come down here to breed or give birth to their calves? And they breed every 2 years. They have a gestation period of about 9-10 months. And sometimes when calves born, you can see them close in shore, or sometimes just be beyond the breakers of the waves, especially with the young calves. Nice little dwelling here to our left. And this one is not my holiday retreat. All named after World War places of war where the veterans who worked on this road named these places to remind them of certain positions and places during the World War. After my cooking, after eating my lamingtons, I do have a paper bag which I can give you. Do you feel a bit queasy because the roads do get bendy, as I said. Looking at the eucalyptus trees and the gum trees left and right, have you noticed how the leaves hang down? Oh, you can see trees to our left. Straight in front of us is lawn. And the turquoise colours of the water. Quite close to the coast road here now. coaches. in the summer, you can have something like 10 to 15 coaches driving up and down this road. Transported wool between Portland and Melbourne, and occasionally sheltered in this bay. There's been a number of wrecks around here, and the Encountered Limited was known to salvage some of the cargo from these vessels. At the beginning of the outskirts of Lorne, there's a very famous hotel here too, named after the Mount Joe brothers settled here in 1864 and commenced a bit of farming around here in a small two-room dwelling. And then they increased the size of their dwelling in 18... cheap form of accommodation is given with backpackers. A variety of accommodation here in Lorne, 5-star to your backpacking accommodation. Just going into view to our left is Erskine House. It's been spending quite a bit of money in the renovations of the property there. Very famous for the pier to pub swim also. In the month of January, thousands of people come here to do the pier to pub swim. The pier you can just see to our left there, and they swim around the bay into the towards the pub here. It's actually in the Guinness Book of Records right now as the most competitors, or the most most people who swim in this competition. So I'm doing a bit of fundraising. But Lorne is an enormous fishing fleet. It came to its prime about 1940s. And you can see the pride of Lorne's fishing fleet as we get closer to the pier. trout, snapper, shark, salmon, bream, mullet, whiting. And you can see the entire fleet of the 3 boats on the pier, which have to be lifted out. There's only 2 there, so one must be still out fishing. You can get a good view to our left there, Point Split Lighthouse there. That's the coastline we've travelled along. Towards Apollo Bay. This is part of the national park, the Anglework National Park, which from Lorne up to Apollo Bay, something 22,500 hectares. So is everybody feeling okay? Yeah.